Okay. So, yeah, somebody tell me what do you mean by polynomial?
Sir, Apu, can I speak?
Yeah, speak.
Sir, what do you say? An algebraic equation containing two or more terms.
Equation. Now, what do you mean by equation? First of all, tell me that equation, what you said, containing two or more terms. Why it has to have two or more terms? I'm not satisfied with the answer at all, but tell me, go ahead. Tell me what do you mean. Yeah, go ahead. Algebraic equation, you said, right? What do you mean by equation? What do you mean by equation? Anybody, what do you mean by equation?
So when there's like an is equal to sign, it's an equation.
Yeah. When there is an equal to sign, like if I say x plus 2 equal to 10, that's an equation, right? If I say x plus 3y minus 4 equal to say 5, that's an equation. Something is equal to something, that's an equation. Get the point? Complicated ones will have a square in it, a cube in it, a power 4 in it, whatever. A sine in it, a cos in it, cos x is equal to 4. That's impossible, but that's an equation. Yeah.
Sir, any algebraic expression containing 4 or more terms with only positive powers.
What? Again, speak again. I think your connection is very bad, but yeah, tell me again.
Sir, it's any algebraic expression containing 3 or more terms.
Yeah, so it's an expression. It's an expression. It's not an equation. Okay. What is it? It's an expression and not an equation. Okay. So I'll write that, but I'll listen to this guy first. So what do you mean by expression? What do you mean by expression? Yes.
Sir,
Yes, speak up.
sir, any series of.
Your voice is not coming through at all. Whoever is that, voice is not coming through at all. Now he said it's an algebraic expression containing so much and so much number of terms. So what he said about the number of terms, whatever I heard was wrong. Somebody else?
Sir,
Yeah.
Anish, can I try?
Yeah, Anish.
Sir, any algebraic expression which consists of more than 3 terms is known as a polynomial.
More than 3 terms. Like who said like 3? Who decided on this 3?
Sir, any number of terms.
Somebody saying 2 terms, somebody saying 3 terms. Why?
Sir,
Sir, because one term, 2 terms, and 3 terms have their own names specifically. So polynomial is anything more than 3 terms.
Oh no, that one term which has got a specific name is that kind of polynomial.
Oh.
It's if you're talking about monomials, binomials, trinomials, those are polynomials. Okay. Okay. Now let me just give it to you.
Can I try?
Polynomial is an expression. It is an expression. And what kind of expression is there in our course? In our course, we have got an expression which is having a single variable. Okay. It can have more than one variables, but then we are going to have expressions with single variables. So I'm not going to talk about multiple variables in a polynomial at all. Okay. So polynomial will have constants and variables, right? What are constants? Everybody knows what are constants?
Sir, numbers.
Yeah, numbers, like the real numbers, even imaginary, but we don't know what is imaginary. So all the real numbers need not be a a rational number, can be irrational number, any number. Okay, that's a polynomial. That's a constant. Pi is a constant. Okay, so now we are going to deal with polynomials in single variable. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's an expression. Expression means it is something involving x. So I'll write a lot of them. I'll write the most common ones. Okay, I've written various expressions. I've not put a equal to. Okay, I've not put a equal to something else, something in variable and constant. I can say it is equal to a certain expression. This is equal to a certain expression. Doesn't mean I'm putting a equal to a number. I've not put any equal to. If I've not put any equal to, it is not an equation. It's an expression. Get the point? So first of all, when you say it's an equation with this and that, no, it's an expression in x. Suppose a variable of the polynomial is x. Okay. Then what about the rest of the thing? Does all of them qualify for a polynomial? What I have written? Yes or no?
Yes.
But only the first one, second
Do all of them qualify for a polynomial? I'll write
Yes.
one or two.
first,
No, sir.
fifth, and
No.
I'll write
Yes.
few
only
more.
the first, fifth, sixth, and seventh.
Yeah, who says all of them qualify for a polynomial? Who says that? Is somebody?
Sir, Anish.
What's your name?
Anish.
Yeah, so do all of them qualify for a polynomial over here?
Yes, sir.
Yes, that's wrong. Okay. Everybody agrees with him. How many say that they'll not qualify for a polynomial? All of them are not. I'll write few more.
Sir, they don't.
Okay, now we will talk about polynomial and you tell me that they all qualify for a polynomial or not. Okay.
No, sir, they don't.
One.
No, sir, they don't.
Yeah, who's saying they don't and all?
Sir, me.
For me.
Arush.
Me, man.
Arush.
Okay. When I ask you who is that, don't say me and I and all. Okay. I don't know you by the sound of your voice. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now polynomial can have any number of terms. It can have 1 term, 2 term, 3 term, 4 term. Get the point? It is not necessary that it has to have 2 or more or 3 or more. Polynomial can have 1 term or 2 term or 3 term or more. Got the point? So all of them are having 1 or 2 or 3 or more, right? Get the point? The variable in which the polynomial can have any number of variables, by the way, but we are going to talk of polynomial in a single variable. Get the point? For the chapter. But as such, for polynomial, it can have any number of variable. The variable, one second, I'll just add one more. While I'm defining, I'll just add one more. Okay. The variable should have a power of a whole number. We have already done what do you mean by whole number, right? The variable should be raised to the power of a whole number. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay.
sir.
Now tell me, it can have any number of terms?
Yes.
The variable in the term, it can have any number of variables. The variables should have a power of a whole number. Which of them qualify for a polynomial? One by one. Does this?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it does. I'll give it a blue tick. Okay, I'll give it a blue tick. It does. Does this?
Yes, sir.
It has to be an expression. I have not written a equal to something. Okay, I'll write a equal to something also and disqualify somebody. I'll put a equal to say 7. If I put a equal to 7, it is disqualified, right? As such.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So is this a polynomial?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
Yes, sir. Is this a polynomial?
No.
No, sir.
Why not?
No, sir.
Sir, it's x to the power 1 by 2.
It is x to the power 1 by 2, right?
Yes, sir.
And 1 by 2 is not a whole number.
Yes,
So
sir.
gets disqualified, right? Get the point? Because of this thing, right? Is this a polynomial?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
Why not?
Sir, it's
Because
x to the power minus 1.
X power minus 1. So because of this term, it is getting disqualified. Minus 1 is not a whole number. Power has to be either 0 or 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5. Is this a polynomial?
No.
No, sir.
It could have been, but there's a equal to, right? Right? Equal to 7. So it is a equation, right? It's a polynomial equation, or you will say we'll have some term for it. Okay, so this alone is the polynomial. And that polynomial has been involved in an equation, so we'll disqualify. Okay, we'll disqualify. What is this one?
Sir, yes.
Yes.
Is this?
Yes, sir.
It should have one or more terms. Yes, it is having. The variable should be raised to a whole number. So we can imagine a variable x over here. Power how much?
0.
0.
0.
We can imagine a variable x over here with a power of 0, right? Which is a whole number. So gets qualified for a polynomial, right? Got the point? What about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Again gets qualified. You can put a x power 0 if you want, right? What about this one?
Yes, sir.
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
Yes,
no.
sir.
No, sir.
No,
Now
sir.
who says
This is
no
2
and who
into
says yes?
10 to the power 1 by 2.
Yeah, so this is yes or no?
No.
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 Why? Why? The variable should have a power of a whole number. We are not talking about other things. Variable should have a power of a whole number. Are you understanding? So the variable is having a power of 3. The other terms can be any real number. I just told you before putting the ticks and all. The other terms can be any real number. Right? So is this a real number or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is. Okay, and we are not going to do imaginary numbers, hence any number. Okay, we are talking on real numbers because we are not doing the other kind of expressions at all. So this is okay. I could have written a pi. I could have written a x plus pi. Does this qualify?
No, sir.
Yes, it qualifies. Get the point? The variable should have the power of a whole number. We are not concerned whether the constant is a rational or an irrational number. Okay, I'll write one more. Thinking of this, I'll just write one more over here. Okay, what about this? Polynomial or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, polynomial in variable y. What about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Polynomial in variable y. What about this?
No, sir.
Because of this thing, it's a big no, right? What about this?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, it is a polynomial in two variables, right? I have to carefully check that each variable is having a whole number power, right? This is 2 power, this is x power 1, y power 1, y power 2. All the variables are having whole number power. So it's a polynomial in two variables. What about this?
Yes.
No, sir.
No, sir.
It's a big no because of this thing, right? Because if this y power minus 2, it's a no, right? Right? Not because there's a y. There's a y power minus 2, hence it is a no. What about this?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes, it is, right? Okay, what about that?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
It is. X is having a power of 2. The constants in the thing like root 3 over here, 1 over here, that's okay. This x is not having power of a root. So this is a polynomial. This is called the coefficient. Okay. So I'll come to that. So we know what is a polynomial, right? Now, if the polynomial is having only one term, it is called, if the polynomial is having only one term, it is called, so we have
Monomial.
the expressions which are qualifying monomials. Got the point? If it is having two terms, it is called,
Binomial.
Fine.
and binomial becomes a full-fledged heavy dose chapter in class 11. Okay, and then you have three terms.
Trinomial.
So if it is having only one term, it's a monomial, two terms binomial, and three terms trinomial, right? I'll just remove this equal to over here. Yeah, can you tell me what is this one?
It's a trinomial.
It's a trinomial. What is this one?
Monomial.
Monomial. What is this one? It's not a polynomial at all. Don't say it's a binomial. Get the point? It's not a polynomial at all. What is this one? We don't have special name. We won't have special name for it. We'll just say it's a normal polynomial. 1, 2, 3, 4 terms are there. Okay. We could have names like quadromials and all, but you can't just keep on naming for any number of terms. Your polynomial can have 1000 terms also. Get the point? Like 1 plus x power 1 plus x power 2 plus x power 3 plus x power 4 dot till x power 999. You'll have 1000 terms, right? Right? Okay. What about this one?
Monomial.
Monomial. What is this one?
Monomial.
What is this one?
Binomial.
Binomial, 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 trinomial, binomial. Got the point? So if they ask you that which among these is binomial or trinomial, you will be able to identify, right? Get the point? Now, if you have just a constant, an x power 0, those are called constant polynomials. Are you having are you getting the point? The monomials, which is just having a certain number, the polynomial which is just equal to a constant, like a polynomial is equal to 7. That is called a constant polynomial. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear? So which one is the constant polynomial over here? Which one is the constant polynomial over here?
Sir, 3 and 0.
This one is a constant polynomial and this one is a constant polynomial. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
A special zero is a special kind of constant polynomial called zero polynomial. What is this one called?
0
Zero polynomial.
So the number 0 is now, since we are doing the chapter polynomial, it will have a big fat name. This 0 thing is called a zero polynomial. Okay. Why they had to give a special name to it, God knows. Okay. And you will come to know in higher classes, because we'll have to qualify all kinds of expression and we have to categorize them. Okay, so you may not understand the use of categorization right now, so it's okay, doesn't matter. Okay,
So can you repeat what's constant polynomial again?
Okay, somebody give me an example of a constant polynomial. Somebody?
Sir, 8.
Sir, x power
8, constant polynomial. Pi, constant polynomial. Root 3, constant polynomial.
Sir, x power 0.
Yeah, 1, constant polynomial. One, which is having just a constant in it. A monomial, and not a monomial of this kind. Like it is having a x and all. Just the constant, no x's. Okay?
Okay, sir.
That's a constant polynomial. And suppose that constant was 0, then it becomes a zero constant polynomial or simply zero polynomial. Is that clear? Just names, man, just names. Nothing conceptual. Okay? Now, the number attached to the variable is called the coefficient. Is that clear? This thing like this number is attached to x. That's the coefficient of x. Got the point? Shall I ask you what is the coefficient of what in the polynomials? What is the coefficient of x square?
So 1.
1.
What is the coefficient of x power 1?
2.
1.
What is the Who said 1?
2.
What did I ask first? Coefficient of x square, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's 1. Then what did I ask? Coefficient of
Coefficient
X
of
to the power 1.
x to the power 1. Yeah, then what's the answer? What's the coefficient of x power 1?
2.
2 is the coefficient, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? What is the coefficient of x power 0?
3.
3. What is the coefficient of x square? Term?
So I have a doubt.
One second. What is the coefficient of x square in this term?
So
1.
What is the coefficient of x power 0 in this term?
1.
4.
4.
Coefficient of x power 0.
Minus 4.
Minus and 4, right? Suppose I just change this term. What is the coefficient of x power 1 in this term?
Minus
minus 3.
Minus 3. So you got the meaning of coefficient, all right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what was your doubt?
Sir, how can root 3 be a constant polynomial? It doesn't have a whole power. It doesn't have a whole number power.
What should have a whole number
Power
power?
1 and 0 to the power 1.
What should have a whole number power? Who's that?
Sir,
Who's asking?
sir, root 3. How can root 3 be a constant polynomial?
What's your name? What's your name?
Apurv.
Apurv.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Apurv. Mr. Apurv, what about 1 by 2? What about 1 by 2?
It
Is
won't
this-
be.
Is this a constant polynomial?
No. It has
No.
-1 power.
No. Okay. So what you are saying is 1 by 3 x square or 1 by 2x. These are not polynomials. You are saying that it has to be a whole number over here. Am I just gathering it right?
No. So what I mean is,
No.
my
One second.
question was root 3.
Is this a polynomial or not? I'm just asking.
It is.
It is a polynomial. Right now you said 1 by 2 is not a polynomial. Now you're saying it is. Okay, let me just take a single term.
So, but x square is a term with power.
Yeah, x square power I'm not even seeing because you are concerned with the power of the constant, right? So 3 is having a -1 power and you disqualified. You just not disqualified 1 by 2 to be a polynomial, right? Because 2 was power -1, right?
Yeah.
So this is disqualified polynomial, right? Is it disqualified or not?
Yeah.
It is disqualified. I'll just rewrite 1 by 2 x power 0 is disqualified, right? 1 by 2 means 1 by 2 x power 0 is disqualified, right?
Yeah.
Is disqualified. How did this get qualified, man? Suppose I put a x power 1 now. 1 by 2 x power 1 disqualified, right? Disqualified or qualified? 1 by 2 was disqualified. That means 1 by 2 x power 0 was qualified. That means 1 by 2 x power 1 is disqualified. That means 1 by 3 x power 2 is also disqualified. Right or wrong? Right or wrong? Yo, pa, who is there? Apurv, right or wrong? Say something, no? He's gone or what? Huh?
He wrote in the chat, yes, sir.
No, what yes? Disqualified or qualified? Disqualified or qualified? Disqualified. So you have changed the definition of polynomial that the constant term should have a whole number power. Did we ever say that the constant term should have a whole number power? This 2 power -1 x power 1 got disqualified because this guy was having a negative power and you don't like it. But we are saying I don't care whether you like it or not. Number system is like somebody calls half as 1 by 2 power -1. Somebody else may have a number system where half is a whole thing, half is 1 and 1 is 2. That's another story. Number systems can change. But we clearly said that the variable should have a whole number power, which is having, but you are not concerning yourself. Is this coming in the board? No, it is not. I'm so sorry. I'll write again over here. 2 power -1 x power 1, you're disqualifying because the constant is having a negative power. The constant is having a negative power, and we never said that a constant could not have a negative power. We said that the variable could not have a negative power. This poor guy is having a whole number power 1, but you are disqualifying it because you are looking somewhere else, which I don't think is right. Okay. Similarly, root 3 x power 1. It is a qualified polynomial because x is having a power of 1. 3 is having a power of half. Who cares? That's a number. That's a number, it's a valid real number. Any real number is valid. It is having a power of half, who cares? X is having a power of 1 is what is required. So similarly, 3 power half x power 0. I'm not seeing this power, I'm seeing x power 0. This is qualified. This is this, where I wrote root 3 is this. And why were you so bothered about root 3? Why not about pi? Pi is also irrational. Maybe pi, somebody can write it as a root of something, 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 something after doing a lot of math. Maybe somebody goes down to that. Okay. Okay, so coefficients. Okay, we were asking about coefficients. So what is the coefficient of x plus 0 in this expression?
Pi.
What is the coefficient of x square over here?
Root 3.
Root 3. So I hope you understand all of these terms, right? So these are the terms you'll be concerned with this year. They'll ask you, give an example of zero polynomial. And that an example is the example, that's the only example, and which is 0, right? Give an example of a constant polynomial. What is the coefficient of this, that? So you should be knowing the terms. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes,
Now,
sir.
if you have a big fat polynomial, long one, you want a single expression to write it, then there is a way of writing it. I'm rubbing all of this, okay? I'll rub that also in a while. Okay, what was I saying? If I've got a big fat polynomial, what is it? Say x bar 10 plus x bar 9 plus x bar 8 plus dot x bar 1 plus 1. Okay, how many terms in the polynomial? Somebody?
Sir, 11.
How many terms? 11 terms, absolutely right. From x bar 0 till x bar 10, if you count it, 0, 1, 2, it is 1 to 10 for sure is 10, and then one more, 11 terms. Get the point? Is that clear?
Yes.
Now if I tell you, find the value of the term when x is equal to, find the value of this expression of this polynomial when x is equal to say 1 or 2, then what do? You replace in this, right? Get the point?
Yes, sir.
But again, if I ask you, find the expression when x is equal to 3, and the expression if I have to write again, it becomes cumbersome. So what we can do is, to make our writing easier, I did not give a very good example of making it cumbersome, okay? But I hope you are getting the point. To make the writing easy, we can call it as a polynomial in x. Okay, given polynomial in x. In that question, if you are written px is this, then in that question, px cannot be something else, say x square plus 2x. It cannot be this in that that very same question. Are you understanding? Px, this whole thing we have called it as px. Suppose we have another polynomial and we want to name it also. Name this one also. We'll call it as something else. Pqx we can call it. Okay, Rx, Fx, Gx. Is that clear? So a certain polynomial, we are naming it. And what is in the bracket? Telling that the polynomial is in x. The variable is x. Got the point? So this is how you name the polynomial. Okay. And if I say what is the value of this polynomial when x is equal to 1, we can write it as, what is P1? What does it mean? Wherever x was, it has been replaced with 1. Are you understanding?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So can you tell me the value, by the way? What is P1?
Sir, 11.
What?
11.
11. 1 plus 1 plus 1 plus 1. Okay, 11. Very good. Till x power 0. Now quickly in private chat, write down value of P of minus 1. Same question. This is a certain question going on in which two polynomials were given. P of minus 1. Got it?
Yes, sir.
There are few who has given minus 11 also. That's a beauty. Okay, anyways. Minus 1 power 10. It's an even power. What will happen? Minus 1 power 2 minus, minus 1 into minus 1
1.
would be
Or
equal to
1.
plus 1. Into minus 1 will become a minus 1. Into minus 1 will become a plus 1. So if you have even powers, it is going to become plus 1 or not.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Any two pair will combine, any one pair will combine, minus 1 into minus 1 and become a plus 1. Got the point? So this is going to be a plus 1 because we'll have 5 pairs of minus 1s in it, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, okay. What about this one?
Sir, it's minus 1.
It is minus 1 because one of the minus 1 will be unpaired with another minus 1 and hence you'll get a minus 1, right? What about this one?
1.
Plus 1, right? So how many even are there and how many odd are there in this?
Sir, 5 even and
1, 3, 1 is there, 3 is there. I'm counting the odds from x power 1 onwards. 1 is there, 3 is there, 5 is there, 7 is there and 9 is there. 5 of them are odd. So you'll have 5 minus 1s, right? You'll have 5 minus 1s. And how many evens are there?
sir, 6.
6.
Yeah, apart from 0, apart from x power 0, how many evens are there?
5.
You have 2, yeah, you have 2, 4, 6, 8 and 10. 5 of them, right? Right? So x power 1 till x power 10, you have 5 minus 1s and 5 plus 1s, right? In those 10 numbers, right? Get the point? 1
Yes, sir.
extra plus 1. So what you'll have? You'll have 1 as the answer, right? Not a minus 11. Not a minus 11. Okay. I expected answer like 1 and 0. 1 or 0. Of which 1 is the right answer. Okay, the last one, just tell me what is q of, since you are missing the negative ones, q of minus 3 in this same question. What is q of minus 3?
Sir, which one?
The question is on the board. What is q of minus 3?
So 9.
Don't speak out. People are writing in the chat. Write down. You said 9. Write down that. Who is that? Apurv. Yeah, Apurv, just tell me how 9. I mean, I can say any number, 200 also, but then how? Yeah, Apurv. Apurv, now
Sorry,
speak.
sir, it's 50. Yeah, sorry, sir, it's 15.
15. Yeah, okay. How?
So minus 3 into minus 3 is 9 plus.
So how did he get 9? You stopped over there.
Oh,
Huh?
yeah, it's 3. Okay.
Okay, and then Then a 2 into minus 3, how much is that? Minus 6. 9 minus 6, it's a 3, right? So simply you have to give a wrong answer. And it almost looks like deliberate. Okay. Got the point, everybody? Is that
Yes, sir.
clear?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear? I think degree of a polynomial, we just missed out mentioning the degree of a polynomial, right? What is the degree of the polynomial? Degree of the polynomial is the highest power the variable is raised to in the polynomial. Okay, since we are talking about a single variable polynomial in a single variable, so we don't have to concern which variable and all. So degree of a polynomial, that term, that degree of a polynomial would be the highest power the variable is raised to in a certain expression. Got the point? In a certain polynomial. Got the point? What is the degree of the polynomial here?
Sir, 7.
7.
So 7.
What is the degree of the polynomial here?
Sir,
1.
1.
It is not an polynomial. There is no degree of polynomial over here.
Oh, yeah.
Be careful. Okay, be careful in the answer. Okay, got the point? Are you sure you understand all these terms perfectly?
Yes, sir.
Monomial, binomial, trinomial, constant polynomial, of which zero polynomial is a special kind which is equal to 0. Coefficients, what are the coefficients of certain terms in a polynomial, and then degree of polynomial. Got the point? So don't get into a bluff like that. If I say x square plus x power minus 1, what's the degree of the polynomial? The highest power is 2, I know, but this is not a polynomial. Okay. Get the point? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
This is invalid question if I ask you what is the degree of that polynomial. Okay. Now comes the main one, zeros of a polynomial. What do you mean by zeros of a polynomial? Okay, one quick fire question I'll give you. Just do that before I go to zeros of the polynomial. Okay, find out how much it is fast. At all. Power of constant term is not a concern at all. It was not recording. You did not tell me. Huh? We just discussed that zero polynomial, 0, has got no degree. It can be 0x power 10, 0x power 1000. 0, it will still remain 0. So if it is a zero polynomial, we don't know how much is the degree. So it is not defined. For other constant polynomials like 3, root 3, pi, all of them is degree 0. All constant polynomials is degree 0 except for zero polynomial. This is what we were discussing. Okay, now we are going to come to zeros of a polynomial. Zeros of a polynomial. Zero or zeros if it is having more than 1 zeros, of a is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we don't say roots of a polynomial. Roots is a different term, zeros is a different term. Okay. Root is for an equation, but we have not come to equation yet, and we are talking about zeros of a polynomial. So what is zeros? What does zero of a polynomial mean? X is equal to how much such that that polynomial becomes a zero. Got the point? So that value of x which makes the polynomial zero is called zero of a polynomial. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
The value of x which makes the polynomial whole expression equal to zero, when you put that value of x, say p2 makes the polynomial zero, then x is equal to 2 was the zero of the polynomial. Is that clear? Because straight away I'll give you things to solve and not solve one for you, so that I understand that you are able to comprehend the sentence what I'm saying. So shall I repeat the sentence?
Yes, sir.
In a certain
Yes, sir.
polynomial given, like number 1, I'm going to change the questions because I'll use the same polynomial term p. Okay. In the same question, one polynomial is 1, another polynomial cannot be written by the same thing, but in different questions I can write. So I have a certain polynomial. I'll give a very simple polynomial. Say, it's a polynomial, right? What value of x will make the polynomial zero is called the zero of the polynomial.
-2.
Don't answer, please. Please don't answer. Please don't answer. Okay, got the point? Is that clear? Is that clear? So since she has said it, we'll just do it over here. So I will say that which value of x makes the polynomial zero? I'll put that polynomial px equal to 0. That means x plus 2 equal to 0 means x is equal to -2, right?
Yes,
So I
sir.
found out that px is becoming 0. Px was nothing but a rename of x plus 2. X plus 2 is becoming 0 when x is equal to -2, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, I couldn't understand anything. You were speaking really fast. It was a lag.
What?
So I couldn't hear anything what you were saying due to the lag. Your voice was going really fast.
No, your end of internet is not good, okay? Because I've seen your voice is coming and going. If it is lagging too much, you watch the video again, okay? I'll just repeat this part. If a certain polynomial is given and I ask you what is the zero of this polynomial, what goes in your head? What value of x will make this polynomial zero? Get the point? Just to and somebody quickly said that x is equal to -2 will make the polynomial zero. Absolutely right. So zero of the polynomial is -2. Zero of this poly is how much? -2. In other terms, when x equals to -2, px is equal to 0. Get the point?
Yes, sir.
X can be anything. Can x be 1? Yes, x is 1. When x is 1, what is the polynomial value? 3. Right? When x is 1, what is the polynomial value when x is 1?
3.
Polynomial value is 3. So x is equal to 1 is not a 0. Is that clear? X is equal to 1 is not a 0. It's not like we cannot put x equal to 1. We can put x equal to 1, but that is not the 0 of the polynomial. 0 of the polynomial is which value of x will make the polynomial 0. Is that clear? Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The way to get it is that, oh, I want the polynomial to be 0. I'll say I want the polynomial to be 0. What was the polynomial? X plus 2. I want x plus 2 to be 0. Right? That means x is equal to -2. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Shall I give you one or two more?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Write it in the chat. Write it in the chat. Write the answer for these three fast. In a single chat. I thought I'll just write and go ahead, but it is quite surprising to see that you're getting these wrong. So let us analyze each answer, man. Question number 2. Px is equal to root 3 plus 2x. What value of px will make it 0? So what do I write? What do I write? I write an equation now. I write an equation. What is that equation? Root 3 plus 2x must become 0. Right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Right? So 2x must be equal to minus root 3. I hope you can do this much. Right? So x is minus root 3 by 2. That's the first answer. Some have missed a minus, some have done God knows what. Now the second answer. What value of x will make it 0?
2.
So we have x square minus 4 should become 0, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Two ways of doing it. Either you factorize this or you take it the other side. So I'll do both the ways. I'll first factorize because you'll not like factorizing. So I'll do that factorizing thing. I hope everybody knows it is a square minus b square.
Yes, sir.
A square minus b square is a minus b into a plus b, right?
Yes, sir.
It becomes x minus 2 into x plus 2 equal to 0, right?
Yes, sir.
Now two things in this world multiplied is equal to 0. Suppose a into b is equal to 0. What can you say? And we say that a is not equal to b. Suppose a is not equal to b. A into b is 0. What do we say?
Sir, A is the reciprocal of B.
One
What?
of them is
Reciprocal
0.
of b.
One of
Like
them
this
is
is
0.
2 and this is 1 by 2. That was a great answer, man. 2 into 1 by 2 is how much? 0 nowadays.
Oh, sorry.
A equals to 0 or B equals to 0.
Either one of them must be 0. Otherwise, how will the multiplication be 0, right? It can be a 1000 into 0, right?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Or the other way around. So we'll say if two things are multiplied is equal to 0, it means what?
One of the equations is 0.
One of them is 0, right? You know how to solve, but you don't even think this much when you do it. Okay, so you have to think that much. That either x minus 2 is 0 or x plus 2 is 0. Either this is 0 or that is 0, right? Not both. So big or. X minus 2 equal to 0 means what? Means what?
X is
X
2.
equal to 2. X plus 2 equal to 0 means what?
X is equal to minus 2.
Minus 2. Which we knew that if this guy has to be 0, either x is a plus 2 square minus 4 is plus 2 square is 4 minus 4 is 0. Minus 2 square is how much?
4.
4.
Minus 2 square is 4, right? So 4 minus 4 is 0. We knew that. Now very surprisingly, none of you have written plus and minus 2 except for one. You have just written plus 2. I don't know why. What is so much of an inclination for the plus answer? As if minus 2 whole square 0 is not a very valid number. and plus 2 whole square is a very valid number. If you have so much of inclination, have it towards the minus, man. Why this inclination of plus only? So if you don't want to solve it like a full blown factorization thing, you could have written x square is equal to 4. That means x equals to plus minus root 4. I have told you already about this in your number system chapter, right? That if I write only this, x square is equal to 4 means x is equal to root 4. It means positive square root of, right? This thing means positive square root of. That means it means only 2, which is a wrong solution, which is a half solution. This means only 2. Root 4 means only 2. Because I'll read this symbol as positive square root of. Got the point?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so I know that this x square means that x could have been a minus 2 also. So I'll write plus or minus root 4. That's the solution. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
What's the zeros for this? X is equal to 2 and x is equal to minus 2 are the zeros, right?
Yes,
What's the
sir.
zero for this? X is equal to minus root 3 by 2. And here I've got all funny kinds of answer, man. What value of x will make x square plus 9 equal to 0?
Root minus 9.
What?
Minus 9.
Minus 3.
Minus 3, yeah.
And that is like
Minus 3 will become
Minus 3. Minus 3 plus
also.
9 is
9 plus
not.
9 is 18.
x square plus 9 equal to 0. Somebody saying minus 3. Let me put minus 3 over here. What? Why am I saying somebody? Almost 80% of the class has said minus 3. Minus 3 square, the class says minus 3 square plus 9 is equal to 0. By God, this kind of math you won't be doing in class 9, man. Minus 3 square, we know how much it is. How much is that?
9, sir.
9, sir.
Yeah, 9 plus 9, I don't think it is 0. 9 plus 9 is a big fat 18, right?
Yes, sir.
Right? So simply because we wanted 0, we are not able to hunt for a number. Simply you will say, "Arey minus 9 le lo yaar, kaam karo, chalo khatam karo." Huh? Will you do that?
No, sir.
Minus 3 is not an answer.
It should be
Three-
root minus 9.
3 is for sure not an answer. Okay. So there is no real solution, right? So we'll say that there is no real solution. There is no real number which will make the polynomial as 0. So you can say it is having no zeros, or it is having no real 0. And we are not doing imaginary numbers like x is equal to plus minus under root of minus 9. Minus 9 under root is not minus 3 is a solution, but we are not doing real numbers. We are not doing real numbers. So I'll put it all hazy. This is what we do in class, higher classes. So you will say x or simply no real 0. There's no real 0. Okay. In class 9, you can simply say there's no 0 because you have been taught only real numbers and not other kind of number. Imaginary numbers have not been taught. So you can say no zeros for this. Is that clear? There's no number what you know can make x square plus 9 as 0. Minus 3 is wrong. Have you understood that at least?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Why did you write minus 3? Somebody confess over here, because I am pretty upset with that. Why did you write minus 3? Somebody confess. And the fastest answer first, I'll give a small chocolate. Okay, so you can note down when I call you out that your answer is right. You can note down that you have won a chocolate. When we meet, I'll give you that. So privately you have to write, not to everybody. Privately, those who don't know how to write privately, When it says 2, don't say 2 to everybody. 2 Neve only. Okay. Okay. In the chat. So x square, say minus 5x plus 6. Okay, get me the zeros. Root of minus 9 was a non-real number. Hence we said no real zero. We don't say a no real zero when we are not able to find a zero. We say no real zero when we are able to find a zero and it is not a real number what we have learned till now. It's not a number what we have learned till now. That is, it is not a real number. Like that root of a negative 16. We found that answer. Not finding an answer doesn't mean that the answer is no real zero. Okay, now Nia gave me an answer. 2 answers done. Rishita gave the first answer and then Nia.
Sir,
All
even
other answers are wrong. Who's that? Even I? Who's that? What's the name? Yeah, even I, what's your name?
Sir, I don't think
Yeah.
it's possible. I don't think it's possible.
Yeah, people have given the answer. Whether you think it is possible or not will not change the fact that there are answers and the fact that people have given those answers. So the answer over here is what? X equal to 2, x equal to 3. Now the question is, how would you get that? Suppose x was 30, you can't keep on finding it, right? First, let me verify these two are the right answers or not. Let me just check. X square, how much is that? The polynomial x will become, or P2 is equal to x square, which is how much? 4 minus 2 square is 4, right? Minus 2 into 5 is how much? 10 plus 6 equal to 0. Yeah, I am satisfied. P2 is equal to 0. What about P3? How much is P3? 9 minus 3 into 5 is 15 plus 6. Get the point? Get the point? 0. Should I hunt for more? Can there be more answers? And you have not figured out, can there be? The question is, can there be more answers? Yes or no?
No, sir.
And is it possible? Is there a possibility of more answers? Anybody?
no, sir.
Why? If I had written just 2 and asked you, is there a possibility of more answers? You would have said no for sure, because you did not even get that 2 thing. Why you are saying no more possible answers? What's the reason?
Even -2.
Even -2. Wow. That's another answer. Let me check out. What do I get with a -2? The person who said even -2, just tell me what is it?
Sorry, I messed up the calculation.
Okay, so but still, what is -2? Let me just do the calculation. How much does it come? -2 square is a +4. -2 into -5 is how much?
+10.
+10 plus 6 gives me a 20, right? Yeah, so not a 0, not a 0. Not that you're not able to find. I can give you numbers which you'll never be able to find. Okay, you can't find all decimals. You can't put all decimals and check out, right? It's not necessarily that you get a whole number answer. But I'm asking, logically, is there any more possibility? Somebody says maybe 6. Somebody says no. Those who say no, what is the reason of saying no? If the reason is I can't figure out any number which is making it, then I'll give you a simple question. I'll say x square minus root 30x plus 6. What is the 0 for this polynomial? I'll give you 1 hour, 1 day, 1 month of plugging in and finding out. Maybe you'll not be able to find out. Are you understanding? 1 will not qualify, 2 will not qualify, 3 will not qualify, minus 1 will not qualify, minus 2 will not qualify. Are you understanding? Root 30 will not qualify. If I put a root 30, this becomes a rational, but this becomes this. Sorry, this is a rational, but root 30 is not going to qualify. So if you keep hunting and keep finding, it is not going to qualify. It doesn't mean that it is not having a 0. Doesn't mean it is not having a 0. So I'm asking you, those who said that apart from 2 and 3, there is no other 0, what's your reason? What's your reason? Yeah, Atray, what's your reason? What's your reason, Atray? Yeah, somebody? Shall I tell? Answer is it will have no more zeros apart from 2 and 3. What's the reason is the question. Because 36 minus 30 plus 6 is not 0. That's not the question. What I'm asking is, these two, apart from these two, there is nothing else which will make it 0 for sure. And I don't have to keep plugging in numbers like 1.6, 1.8, 1.83. There's so many numbers which I can plug in, but no need. The reason is
Because
quadratic
x
equation.
minus 5x of any other number will not be equal to minus 6.
Yeah, why? What's the reason? What's the reason?
No, sir, for any other number, difference of minus 6 will not come, sir. That's why it won't work.
Now, how do you know it will not come? You're plugging in and you're thinking it will not come. You're plugging in and you're thinking it will not come. That's absolutely wrong reason. Absolutely wrong reason.
Sir, last class you had asked us how.
Now, what I'm saying is, people, if I ask you the zero for this, what do? What is the process you are doing? You'll be plugging in some numbers, right? Get the point? Yes, guys, are you there?
Yes, sir.
And suppose you plug and you get a number and it makes it 0.
Sir, I got the answer.
Yeah, tell me what's the answer.
X is equal to 6.
X is equal to 6. Okay, I was expecting. Now,
so there are two answers.
Yeah, what is the other answer?
So either X is equal
One second,
to
one second,
9
one second, you stop. The person who got X equal to 6, do you think there is another answer?
Sir, that could be.
Sure. Because somebody else was speaking. Okay, so somebody else gave a certain answer and I wrote that answer. Do you think there can be another answer?
Sir, I can't exactly say, but there are many answers to
Sir,
one
sir, it's
question.
not 6, it's -6.
I got -9. One more. 9 and -6.
No, sir, it's 9 and -6.
Oh,
I got
sorry,
-9
-6.
and 6.
Okay, so what I'm asking is, you got a 9, you got a -6. What I'm asking is, can there be one more also, which you could not figure out?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, you say there can be, right? There can be. I'll give you a very simple one where maybe you won't be able to figure out even the first and second, but you can say that there can be. Get the point? But what I'm saying is there can't be. There can't be, and the reason is a quadratic equation. That means the degree is 2. If the degree of a polynomial is 2, I'll not talk in terms of equation but polynomials. If the degree of a polynomial is 2, you can have at the max 2 zeros. Are you understanding? At the max 2 zeros. Now tell me the reason. Given that you understand that if degree is 1, x power 1, there's no x square, x cube. Give me a polynomial of degree 1. Anybody? Give me a polynomial of degree 1.
Sir, x plus 5.
X plus 5. How many zeros can this have? How many zeros can this have?
Sir, 1.
Only one.
Only one, because when I put is equal to 0, I'll get x equal to -5. Can I say that, okay, hunt for one more such that this becomes 0? Can I say that? You'll say, what the hell? You keep on hunting, there's only one answer. You know that, right? 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 And we are not debating that. I'm not debating that a degree 1 can have only one answer, because it is quite obvious. And even in mathematical terms, I say something. But the obvious thing is, if x plus 5 is equal to 0, I'll take the constant on the other side, x is equal to -5. That's the only number, x equal to -5, which makes this as 0, right? So there's no debate for a linear one. Similarly, can anybody tell me that there is no debate for a quadratic one, that if the degree is 2, there can be only 2 and not more than 2? At the max, there can be only 2 and not more than 2. What can be the reason? The reason is,
And its square will be the degrees. Sorry, the answer.
what?
Sir, only the number itself and its square can be the answers.
Again, speak properly.
Sir, only
Speak.
the number and its square can be the answers for the
Only the number and the square. I'm not even getting the context. Only the number, meaning to say?
sir, like when we find an answer, like if we get the answer at 6 in this equation, the other number will be 36.
Other number is 36, meaning to say? If I put 36 over here, it is a 0 for the expression.
No, sir, like whatever the number is there, only its square and itself can be the zeros for the equation.
Like 6 and 9 are squares of each other, what?
No, sir.
You are saying only the number and its square can be the 0. Like 2 is a 0 for this equation and 2 square can be the 0. This is what you are saying. I hope you are meaning something else and something else is coming out of your mouth. What you are saying is only the number which has become a 0, like 2 is the 0 for this equation, for this expression. Then the square of this can be the answer. How come, man? How come square of this? How are you relating the number with the square of that? Absolutely wrong. Somebody else?
So if you factorize, you get only two possible answers.
What?
If you factorize it, you get only 2 possible answers.
Yeah, almost right, but speak it in correct words. In correct words, if there is any quadratic equation If there is any quadratic equation, then the linear factors will be only 2. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by that? It means like x plus or minus something into x plus or minus something is going to make this for sure. Can we have a third bracket and a x plus minus something else can make this? No, it can't. Why it can't? Because when we have a x, we'll get a x cube, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
So do we have any x cube over here? People, speak up. People, hello.
No, sir.
Do we have a x cube?
No.
No. So can it have 3 linear factors? Meaning to say, can it have 3 factors with a x and a x and a x in it?
No.
At the max, we can have only 2 brackets with the x's in it, right? Right? And then third bracket with no x's, like a number 2, number 3, number 4. I can agree with that, but no x's. With x's, we can have only 2 brackets, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
And both the brackets, x's should have power 1 only, right? If there is a power 2 in the other bracket, what will happen? X power 1 into x power 2 will become x power 3, which we don't have, right? If we have a higher power in any bracket, then what is going to happen? On opening the bracket, we'll get an x cube, which is not there in the question, right? Are you getting the point?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So we say x power 1 in 2 brackets, that is called linear factors. X power 1 is linear. Linear means x power 1. So x power 1 here, x power 1 here. Now if we can break it into 2 brackets, which are called factors, then we earlier said that if anything a into b is equal to 0, then either a is 0 or b is 0, right? Either this bracket is 0 or that bracket is 0, right? When we put a linear thing is equal to 0, we are going to get one answer only. Like this particular question has been broken into 2 brackets. How do we break? That's another story. How do we break? That's another story. We are doing that somehow. If you are able to break, then we will get only 2 brackets. One will have, say, a +6 and a -9. Am I right or wrong?
Right.
Yeah.
Let us just open it and check out. How do we get that? God knows. Okay, we'll do that later. But let us just open and see whether this is equal to that or not. X into x.
Sir, it's -6 and +9.
X square. X into x. X square plus 6x. How much is that? Plus 6x. 6 into x is 6x. Right? Right? Now x into -9. How much is that? -9x, right? X into x, x square, x into -9, -9x, right? 6 into x, 6x, 6 into -9, how much is that? 6 into -9, how much is that?
-54.
-54. Is this saying same as this thing? Yes, we have x square, we have x square, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
-3x plus 6x minus 9x is a -3x. Yeah, good for us, right? And -54, right? Get the point? So if somehow we were able to break it into 2 brackets like this, then either this is 0 or that is 0. This will give me only one result. If this is 0, what is that result? X equal to -6. This is also going to give me only one result. Only one result if it is 0. What is that result?
9.
X is equal to 9.
X is equal to 9, right? Now I am saying that can you hunt for more? You will say impossible, stupidity, right? Because I don't have another bracket, right? right? So that is how your mind has to function, that it has got only two linear factors, only two answers are possible. Are you understanding the point?
Yes, sir.
It's not like I could not find the answer, hence the other answer is not there. Suppose you were able to find this but not able to find that. There is some answer I could not find. That's okay. There is some answer I could not find. Get the point? You could not find and hence there is no answer is not a possibility. So just to know whether you got the concept right or not, if there is a polynomial x cube minus x square minus x plus 2, how many answers are possibly there?
3.
How many answers are possibly there?
3.
3. What's the reason? The reason is, if I am able to make the brackets, it has to be linear brackets, 3 linear brackets, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
X plus 1, x minus 2. I'm not saying the right brackets are these. X plus 3. When I multiply various things, x into x into x, I'll get a x cube. X and not a x, a minus 2 from here and a x from there, I'll get something x square. Some x squares will come, but more than x cube will never come, right?
Yes, sir.
Various combinations I multiply, I get some x squares, I'll get some, a constant term will also going to come if I multiply only this with only this with only this, right? Get the point? So since only 3 linear brackets are possibly there, maybe we can't even bracket it up. Maybe there is no answer. That's also true. Okay. This always has an answer, by the way, but just telling it, but maybe no answer. Maybe no answer. Okay. I just told you that a cubic will always have one answer at least. One answer at least. Okay. But I'm just saying that suppose maybe no answer. But at the max 3, not more than that. If you have a degree of polynomial degree is 5, then you can get at the max 5 answers. Not more than that. Get the point?
Yes, sir.
Is that clear?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Now coming to this, that how the hell, those who got this don't speak, how the hell we broke up into this? How did this expression gave me a hint that I have to get that? So I hope you got a hint while we were opening back. When we were opening back, we got a x into x, x square. We got a 6 into x, 6x, and a x into a minus 9 as minus 9x. But the constant term is only when this is multiplied with this, right?
Yes, sir.
So this term is going to give me a big hint or not? Get the point?
Yes, sir.
This multiplication of two numbers or not, right?
Yes, sir.
Provided they are not playing with, decimal numbers and all, and they are giving me easy numbers, then two numbers multiplied is giving me 54. What can those two be? What can those two be? It can be a 18 into 3, right?
27 into 2.
It can be a 27 into 2, right?
Yes.
It can be a 6 into 9. So I've got some hard work to do, but then those two numbers are there. But then those two numbers, another hint over here, this 3 is a special combination such that the two numbers which were the split of 54, their difference is coming as 3, right? Right?
Yes, sir.
So without me teaching you how to factorize, can you guess by using these hints and factorize the next one?
Yes, sir.
Sure?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay. Actually, time is up, so we'll do factorization in the next class. Get the point?
So the 3 lines thing.
And the 3-line thing, and the 3-line, how to divide a line into 3 parts, I'll discuss. So who's speaking? Who is saying that? Who reminded me of this?
Sir, Anish.
Nia.
Oh,
Nia first said, right? Yeah,
he
okay.
was first. Yeah.